All right, class, before you write your first sentence that you're going to come up with the idea of it yourself, we're going to review a few things about a sentence. So a sentence is a group of words, right? And tell me all the things it needs to have. Good. A subject. That's who or what the sentence is about. Good. A predicate, right? Which is something that happens in the sentence, or our verb. It needs to make good. It needs to make sense. And it begins with a capital letter and finishes with an end mark. Excellent. So anytime we write a sentence, after we finish, we always put our pencil down and we use our hand and we read through our sentence and we make sure, oh, it has a subject, a predicate, it makes sense, starts with a capital letter, ends with a period. And since you're going to be making your own sentence too, that's going to be, just make sure you're answering the question that I'm going to ask you in your sentence, and you should have all of those things. All right, and then I also wanted to review the two kinds of sentences we learned so far. We're going to learn about the other two later on this week. All right, our first sentence is a declarative sentence. Can you say that with me? Declarative. All right, and a declarative sentence does what? It makes a statement. All right, so that's like saying, if I say, I am a teacher, that is a declarative sentence. If I say, today is Wednesday, that is a declarative sentence. If I say, I like coffee, that is also a declarative sentence. All right, so anything where you're making a statement, that's going to be a declarative sentence. And what kind of end mark do we use at the end of a declarative sentence? All right. We always use a period at the end of a declarative sentence. All right, the other kind of sentence we know about is an interrogative sentence. Can you say that with me? Interrogative, right? That comes from the same word as, or from the word interrogate, right? Mr. Guerrero used to be a police officer and he used to interrogate people. That's where you ask them questions. All right, so an interrogative sentence asks a question. And what kind of end mark do we put at the end of an interrogative sentence? Good. We put a question mark, which if you haven't seen one for a while, I'll put one over here. Oh, I'll just put it here at the end. All right, this is our question mark. All right, right there. Okay, so I have a sentence up here. Let's check it and see if it's complete. And I marked it, so even if there's some words that you don't know, we can read it. Okay, so this is a two-way word, but I wanted us to see it because we use it a lot, and it's a two-way word. So the way it's spelled, we would say at, what. But when we're talking, we say what. Right, so this is making more an sound when we talk instead of an sound. But to spell it, we say what. All right. Right, so this is our ow, o, oo, It's saying its third sound, oo. So y, oo. Good. And then this is saying its third sound also, o, oo, so it's saying oo, d, oo, do. All right, that's the first time we've really seen things like this, but this year. So if you thought, oh, that's confusing, don't worry, we'll keep practicing it all year long. All right, so our sentence was, what can you do? All right, let's see if it is complete. Let's see, it needs a subject. Our subject is who or what the sentence is about. Our subject is you. Good. We need a predicate. All right, here our predicate is, let's see, do. All right, so we've got both of those. It needs to make sense. Let's read it. What can you do? That makes sense. All right. And it needs to start with a capital letter. We've got a capital letter right here. And it needs to, do we have an end mark? You're right, we've got no end mark. But we've got to figure out which kind of end mark we need to put on it. What can you do? Class, is that a declarative or an interrogative sentence? Let's see, is it making a statement? No. Is it asking a question? What can you do? Yes, good. It's an interrogative sentence. And so the end mark that we need to add is what? Good, a question mark. All right, so I'm going to add that so we have a complete sentence. All right, class. So for you to write your very own first sentence that you make up, I want you to write a sentence that answers the question, what can you do? But we want to make sure everything is spelled correctly. So of the words that we've practiced today and learned how to write, I want you to choose one of those that you like to do the most and do that one and make a sentence with saying that. And so instead of saying, oh, I want to write, I like to play Nintendo, or I can play Nintendo. Let's not do that because we're not going to know how to spell that probably. So of the words that we learned today, all those verbs, right, to answer what can you do, we're going to have to use a verb, right? We would say, I can blank. So pick the verb that we learned that you like to do the most of that list. And I want you to write your sentence for me. You'll tell me you'll answer my interrogative sentence, what can you do, with the declarative sentence, I can, and then whatever you want to choose from those words. All right, so after you've written your sentence, I can, whatever it is that you like to do, use your hand and check it. All right, I cannot wait to see your sentences and see what you can do. All right, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.